Announcer bot is active. The qualification session is at Brands Hatch Circuit in Foxham, Great Britain. The wind speed is 14 km/h from the northeast. Peter Grobler is P1. Peter Grobler is up 17.67 in Graham Hill Bend. Peter Grobler improved his first with a 0:52.999. Peter Grobler is up 0.30 in Druids Bend. Peter Grobler is up 0.32 in McLaren Bend. Peter Grobler is provisional pole with a 0:52.458. Peter Grobler is up 0.01 in McLaren Bend. 5 minutes remaining in the session. Peter Grobler is up 0.02 in Cooper Straight. Peter Grobler is provisional pole with a 0:52.325. Peter Grobler is up 0.04 in Druids Bend. Peter Grobler is provisional pole with a 0:52.108. Peter Grobler is up 0.10 in Druids Bend. Peter Grobler is up 0.14 in Druids Bend. The qualifying session is now in overtime. Peter Grobler is up 0.01 in McLaren Bend. Announcer bot is active. MC Lensley from Italy in Cooper Straight is P2. Ernest Heather from South Africa is P8. Justin Davies from South Africa in Clark Curve is 9th. Marnus from Italy in Druids Bend is 1st. Best lap is a 0:53.018. The race session is at Brands Hatch Circuit in Foxham, Great Britain. The wind speed is 11 km/h from the north-northeast. Ten minutes remaining in the session. Christian van den Berg in Halewoods Hill is 3rd. Dewald Lambert from Bhutan is P4. J.D. Ellis from South Africa in McLaren Bend is 5th. Marnus from Italy in Brabham Strait is 6th. Peter Geldenhuis from South Africa in Druids Bend is P7, 0.2 behind Marnus. Mike Gear from South Africa in Cooper Strait is P8. Best lap is a 1:00.606. 2.177 off the fastest lap. Justin Davies from South Africa is P9, 0.3 ahead of Jaco Lambert. Jaco Lambert from South Africa in Halewoods Hill is P10. Best lap is a 0:54.417. 2.497 off the fastest lap. Janine Glad from South Africa is 11th, 0.5 behind Jaco Lambert. Johan van de Venter from South Africa in Surtees Bend is 13th, 0.2 behind Kea Macy Leela. Peter Grobler from Australia in Paddock Hill Bend is P2, 0.2 behind Danny van Rooyen. Justin Davies from South Africa in Druids Bend is 8th, 0.4 ahead of Jaco Lambert. Jaco Lambert in Cooper Straight is P9, 0.3 behind Justin Davies. Peter Geldenhuis in Clark Curve is 11th, 0.2 behind Janine Glad. Kea Macy Lila from South Africa in Paddock Hill Bend is 13th, 0.3 behind Johan van de Venter. MC Lensley from Italy is 17th. Best lap is a 0:53.840. 1.920 off the fastest lap. MC Lensley passed Leon van Linden for 16th. Harry de Beer is 19th. Mike Gear in Paddock Hill Bend is 6th, 0.2 behind Peter Grobler. Justin Davies in Druids Bend is P9, 0.4 ahead of Peter Geldenhuis. Peter Geldenhuis in Surtees Bend is P10, 0.2 behind Justin Davies. Janine Glad in Brabham Straight is 11th, 0.4 behind Peter Geldenhuis. Peter Geldenhuis was 0.6 faster last lap. Janine Glad passed Peter Geldenhuis for 10th. Ernest Heather from South Africa in Druids Bend is P13. Ernest Heather is now P11. Justin Davies is 7th, 0.3 ahead of Janine Glad. Janine Glad in Paddock Hill Bend on lap 8 is 8th, 0.2 behind Justin Davies. Peter Geldenhuis on lap 8 is 9th, 0.3 behind Janine Glad. Janine Glad was 0.6 faster last lap. Peter Geldenhuis lost P9 to Johan van de Venter. Ernest Heather in Brabham Straight is 11th. Peter Grobler in Halewoods Hill is 12th, 0.2 behind Ernest Heather. Mike Gear is P4, 0.4 behind DeWald Lambert. Janine Glad in Brabham Straight is P8. Peter Grobler in Halewoods Hill is P10, 0.4 ahead of Ernest Heather. Ernest Heather in Graham Hill Bend is P11, 0.3 behind Peter Grobler. Ernest Heather lost P13 to KMAC Leela. Mike Gear in Paddock Hill Bend is P4, 0.3 behind DeWald Lambert. Janine Glad in Halewoods Hill on lap 11 is 8th, 0.3 behind Justin Davies. Peter Geldenhuis is P17, 0.4 behind Ernest Heather. Peter Geldenhuis was 14.2 faster last lap. Mike Gear in Halewoods Hill on lap 12 is 4th, 0.4 behind DeWald Lambert. Peter Grobler from Australia in Druids Bend is 8th, 0.3 behind Justin Davies. Peter Grobler was 1.2 faster last lap. J.D. Ellis in Surtees Bend is P11, 0.3 behind Johan van de Venter. J.D. Ellis was 0.9 faster last lap. Harry de Beer from South Africa is 15th, 0.5 behind MC Lensley. The leader has just finished the race. Danny van Rooyen from Netherlands finished first. Christian van den Berg finished second. DeWald Lambert finished fourth. Mike Gear finished third. Marnus finished P5. Jaco Lambert finished P6. Peter Grobler finished P7. Peter Grobler finished P7. J.D. Ellis finished 10th. Janine Glad finished P9. Justin Davies finished 8th. Johan van de Venter finished P11. Jaco Nell finished 12th. KMAC Leela finished 13th. MC Lensley finished 14th. Harry de Beer finished P15. MC Lensley finished P14. Peter Geldenhuis finished P16. Ernest Heather finished P17. Tommy Glad finished 18th. Leon van Linden finished 19th. Dylan Conway finished 20th. Announcer bot is active. Marnus from Italy in McLaren Bend is P5. MC Lensley from Italy in Druids Bend is 7th. Leon van Linden from South Africa in Cooper Strait is 3rd. Best lap is a 1:31.410. The race session is at Brands Hatch Circuit in Foxham, Great Britain. The wind speed is 3 km/h from the north-northeast. Peter Geldenhuis is 16th. Ten minutes remaining in the session. Race start. Kayamasi Lila from South Africa in Paddock Hill Bend is 15th. Ernest Heather from South Africa is 16th. Harry de Beer from South Africa is 15th. Peter Geldenhuis from South Africa in Clark Curve is P15. Peter Geldenhuis entering the pits is P16. Janine Glad from South Africa in Brabham Strait is P15. Ernest Heather entering the pits is first. Tommy Glad entering the pits is second. Janine Glad is now P19. Kayamasi Lila entering the pits is first. Janine Glad is now P17. Ernest Heather is 19th. Christian van den Berg is P2. JD Ellis entering the pits is P15. JD Ellis is 15th. DeWald Lambert from Bhutan in Graham Hill Bend is P7. Best lap is a 0:55.324. 3.159 off the fastest lap. Peter Grobler from Australia in McLaren Bend is 10th. 0.2 behind MC Lensley. Marnus entering the pits is 18th. Peter Grobler is now 7th. Leon van Linden from South Africa in Paddock Hill Bend is 9th. Best lap is a 0:54.786. 2.696 off the fastest lap. Leon van Linden entering the pits is P1. JD Ellis exiting pits. Leon van Linden lost P16 to Dylan Conway. Ernest Heather from South Africa in Cooper Strait is 15th, 0.2 behind Tommy Glad. Ernest Heather passed Tommy Glad for 14th. Tommy Glad from South Africa in Clark Curve is P15, 0.2 behind Ernest Heather. Ernest Heather is P15, 0.2 behind Tommy Glad. Ernest Heather passed Tommy Glad for 14th. Tommy Glad in Graham Hill Bend is P15. Best lap is a 0:53.827. 1.906 off the fastest lap. Tommy Glad passed Ernest Heather for 14th. 5 minutes remaining in the session. Harry De Beer in Surtees Bend on lap 6 is P6, 0.2 ahead of Peter Grobler. Peter Grobler in Brabham Strait is 7th, 0.1 behind Harry De Beer. Peter Grobler was 2.2 faster last lap. Peter Grobler passed Harry De Beer for P6. Justin Davies entering the pits is P12. Justin Davies is P12. Justin Davies lost P16 to Leon van Linden. Janine Glad in Druids Bend is 13th, 0.2 behind Tommy Glad. Tommy Glad was 2.5 faster last lap. Janine Glad is now 14th. Peter Gelden was in Clark Curve is P11, 0.4 behind Jake O'Neill. Peter Grobler in Graham Hill Bend is 6th, 0.3 behind DeWald Lambert. Jake O'Neill from South Africa in Graham Hill Bend is P11, 0.2 behind Peter Geldenhuis. Dewald Lambert is P6, 0.2 behind Peter Grobler. Peter Grobler was 0.7 faster last lap. Janine Glad in Clark Curve is 14th, 0.6 behind Tommy Glad. Dylan Conway entering the pits is 16th. Dewald Lambert in Halewoods Hill is 6th, 0.8 behind Peter Grobler. JD Ellis from South Africa on lap 9 is 17th. Dewald Lambert is 6th, 1.2 behind Peter Grobler. Jake O'Neill in Graham Hill Bend is 10th, 0.3 behind Mike McGear. Mike McGear entering the pits is P3. Peter Grobler in Druids Bend is 5th, 0.4 behind Johan van de Venter. Mike Gear from South Africa in Brabham Straight is 15th, 3.2 ahead of Justin Davies. Mike Gear exiting pits. Peter Grobler in Brabham Straight on lap 12 is P5, 0.1 behind Johan van de Venter. Peter Grobler passed Johan van de Venter for 4th. The leader has just finished the race. Danny van Rooyen from Netherlands finished P1. Ernest Heather finished 11th. Mike McGear finished 15th. Justin Davies finished P16. Christian van den Berg finished P2. JD Ellis finished P17. Tommy Glad finished P12. Janine Glad finished 13th. Jaco Lambert finished P3. Peter Grobler finished P4. Dewald Lambert finished P6. Johan van de Venter finished 5th. Harry De Beer finished 7th. MC Lensley finished 8th. J. Connell finished P9. Announcer bot is active. Justin Davies from South Africa in Paddock Hill Bend is 6th. J. Connell from South Africa in Paddock Hill Bend is P2. Best lap is a 1:27.863. The race session is at Brands Hatch Circuit in Foxham, Great Britain. The wind speed is 4 km/h from the northeast. "10 minutes remaining in the session. Race start. Christian van den Berg is P3. Peter Grobler from Australia in Druids Bend is P4. Johan van de Venter from South Africa in Cooper Strait is 5th. Dewald Lambert from Bhutan is P6. Johan van de Venter in Paddock Hill Bend is 6th, 0.2 behind Dewald Lambert. J.D. Ellis entering the pits is 20th. Johan van de Venter is now P8. Johan van de Venter is now 7th. Ernest Heather from South Africa in McLaren Bend is 8th. Jake O'Neill from South Africa in Brabham Strait is 9th, 0.4 behind Ernest Heather. Leon van Linden from South Africa in Halewoods Hill on lap 3 is 14th, battling MC Lensley. MC Lensley was 1.2 faster last lap. Dylan Conway in Druids Bend is 17th, 0.6 behind Harry De Beer. Dylan Conway was 11.6 faster last lap. Janine Glad from South Africa is P17, 0.4 behind Dylan Conway. Dylan Conway was 10.7 faster last lap. Kea Macy Leela entering the pits is P13. Mike Gear is P6. Ernest Heather in Graham Hill Bend on lap 4 is 8th, 0.1 behind Johan van de Venter. Johan van de Venter in McLaren Bend is 8th, 0.3 behind Ernest Heather. Johan van de Venter lost 9th to Justin Davies. Leon van Linden in Brabham Strait is 14th, 0.2 behind MC Lensley. Leon van Linden is now 13th. Harry De Beer from South Africa in Druids Bend is P14, 0.5 behind Leon van Linden. Leon van Linden in Cooper Strait is P16, 0.1 behind Janine Glad. Leon van Linden lost P16 to Dylan Conway. Christian van den Berg in Druids Bend on lap 6 is P3, 0.2 behind Peter Grobler. Dewald Lambert in Graham Hill Bend is P6, 0.7 behind Mike Gear. 5 minutes remaining in the session. Mike Gear from South Africa is 5th, 0.5 behind Jaco Lambert. Justin Davies entering the pits is P4. Justin Davies exiting pits. Marnus from Italy in Halewoods Hill is 9th, 0.1 behind Johan van de Venter. Janine Glad in Druids Bend is 13th, 0.4 behind Harry de Beer. Mike Gear from South Africa in Brabham Straight is 5th, 0.1 behind Jaco Lambert. Mike Gear was 0.6 faster last lap. Mike Gear passed Jaco Lambert for P4. Jaco Lambert from South Africa in Druids Bend is P5, 0.5 behind Mike Gear. Marnus from Italy in Graham Hill Bend is 9th, 0.3 behind Johan van de Venter. Janine Glad in Cooper Straight on lap 8 is 12th, 0.2 behind Harry de Beer. Marnus is 9th, 0.1 behind Johan van de Venter. Tommy Glad from South Africa in Halewoods Hill on lap 9 is 10th, 0.1 behind Marnus. Tommy Glad passed Marnus for 9th. Dewald Lambert from Bhutan in Graham Hill Bend is 13th, 0.5 behind Harry de Beer. Johan van de Venter in Brabham Straight is 8th, 0.3 behind Jaco Nel. Jaco Nel in Druids Bend is P8, 0.1 behind Johan van de Venter. Jaco Nel passed Johan van de Venter for P7. Janine Glad from South Africa is 12th battling Harry de Beer. Harry de Beer in McLaren Bend on lap 10 is P11, 0.3 ahead of Janine Glad. Harry de Beer is now P10. Janine Glad in Brabham Straight is 11th, 0.2 behind Harry de Beer. Janine Glad passed Harry de Beer for P10. Marnus in Druids Bend is 12th, 0.3 behind Harry de Beer. Harry de Beer in Cooper Straight is P11, 0.3 behind Janine Glad. Marnus is P12, 0.5 behind Harry de Beer. Harry de Beer in Halewoods Hill is P11, 0.5 behind Janine Glad. Janine Glad was 0.7 faster last lap. Johan van de Venter in Brabham Straight on lap 12 is 8th, 1.3 behind Jake O'Neill. The leader has just finished the race. Danny van Rooyen from Netherlands finished first. Peter Grobler finished P2. Leon van Linden finished P15. Christian van den Berg finished third. Mike Geer finished P4. Jaco Lambert finished fifth. Ernest Heather finished P6. MC Lensley finished P16. Jake O'Neill finished 7th. Johan van de Venter finished 8th. Justin Davies finished P17. Tommy Glad finished 9th. Harry de Beer finished 10th. Marnus finished 11th. Janine Glad finished P12. DeWald Lambert finished 13th. Dylan Conway finished P14.